Manchester United are moving closer to appointing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer once again. But this is not a romantic homecoming. It is a return layered with unfinished business. Solskjaer left Old Trafford in 2021 after a difficult final year. Results collapsed, pressure intensified, and behind the scenes, British media repeatedly reported tensions between the manager and parts of the dressing room. At the time, there were suggestions that trust had eroded and that some senior players no longer fully bought into his leadership. Nearly 4 years later, the context is different. Ruben Amorim is gone, the club is unstable again, and United are turning back to a familiar figure to steady the environment. But familiarity also means memory. Many of Solskjaer's former players have moved on, yet several remain. Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire are still senior figures. Solskjaer has previously acknowledged that those two maintained contact with him after his dismissal. It matters, because any returning manager's first battle is not tactical. It is relational. Other relationships are less clear. During his first tenure, Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot both went through long spells on the bench. Dalot was even loaned out. After Solskjaer's departure, some comments from former players hinted at frustration with how that period ended. Nothing explosive, but enough to suggest emotional distance. Now, Solskjaer would re-enter a dressing room that has lived through multiple managerial resets. Mourinho, Solskjaer, Rangnick, Ten Hag, Amorim. Each change weakened long-term authority. Each one left scars. This is what makes his task complex. He cannot afford to rule through sentiment, nor can he afford to rule through revenge. Any perception of cleaning house too quickly risks destabilizing a squad already low on trust. But avoiding decisions risks appearing weak. The club's leadership reportedly see Solskjaer as a stabilizer, someone who understands the environment, someone who can reconnect players with identity. But identity only works if the present buys into it. Solskjaer's return, if finalized, will not be defined by his past goals at Camp Nou. It will be defined by his first weeks back at Carrington, training intensity, squad communication, selection calls, and how he manages players who remember both the good and the difficult moments. This comeback is not about revenge, but it is about reckoning. Because when a manager returns, the room doesn't reset. It remembers.